Upon selecting to engage the Living Shoreline Site Suitability tool, a user agreement and acknowledgement statement will appear, and upon accepting that, then you are ready to work with the tool. On the left side of the screen is the base map, and then here is an index that allows you to know where you are within the study domain relative to the base map area that you have engaged. There's a series of data overlays, parcel information, transect locations, demographic index of EPA, the DEM, which forms the basis of the elevation profiles, and existing shoreline characteristics, which were provided by the University of Central Florida. On the right side is a search tool where you could search for a particular parcel, use coordinates or an address, put it in here and search for it, and that location will then zoom into that. Here's the NOAA scenario-based sea level trajectories from intermediate low to high, and then time steps by year 2030, 2040, 2050, 2100. So we can go in, just going to zoom in to a particular location. You can see the index is adjusting to that. So at the moment, kind of a typical Google interface, we can change that over here to a satellite image. First thing that pops out is there's a red and green line along the shoreline. Here's your legend. So the red is private shoreline, the green is public. We'll zoom into one for an example. And if we then put the parcel layer over that, you'll see the polygons in red are private property, the polygon in green again, public. Click on this, provides the parcel boundary. We go over here to the parcel tab. It gives you information derived from the county in which this parcel resides, parcel ID, class, land value, and so forth. If we then click on transects, the image is populated by shore normal lines that are centered on 100 feet and extend 500 feet inland. You select one and it's highlighted. If you go to the transect tab, it'll give you the elevation along that profile. So you can see the cursor on the left there, kind of lets you know where you are on the base map. These are the elevation points that are derived from Florida's Division of Emergency Management. So that point there is 15 feet from the shoreline at an elevation of 3.74 NAVD 88. This is the elevation of the present water level. Mean high water minus 0.06 feet NAVD 88. This data can be downloaded in a KML or CSV format, or you could download the image. Below that are the slopes, the average slope between the elevation data points. They're coded in blue for less favorable, in green, more favorable relative to the capacity of the shoreline to migrate landward under conditions of rising sea level. So if we then go up to the scenario, select the high scenario, you can now toggle through, and this elevation will change relative to the scenario and time step. And those values will also appear here. And in addition to viewing that rise on the right panel, you will see the shoreline migrate landward, and areas that are below water level will convert to blue. So here we are in the high. We click 2030, 2040, 2050, and 2100. So here you can see that large portions of the region are inundated by that particular scenario. The demographic indices, if you layer that, it'll give you NOAA's, or excuse me, EPA's demographic assignments. These range over here from 0 to 1, depending upon the parcel that you selected. And the indices is based on the people of color and low income. And you'll get a score there. And this can be helpful if that's an attribute that is relevant to your mission. The UCF shoreline characteristics complement this tool in that you can zoom in, and it indicates along this parcel that the shoreline is riprap or rubble. And there's a key down here that indicates what these symbols represent. Well, that's a quick summary of the Living Shoreline Site Suitability Tool. If you have any additional questions or would like more information, please contact the PI, Dr. Randall Parkinson, using the email shown here. Thank you.